But then, I mean, we'll still do our best to bring you the best. Our correspondents are at the various venues, the Eagle Square. We'll be getting in touch with them in the course of the conversation as well to get updates live from the venue. In the meantime, I'm going to open the phone lines and hear from you. What are your expectations? We're going to have a new president in a matter of moments. We're going to have a new governor in a matter of moments. What are your expectations? How high are those expectations? We'd like you to share with us. 0817-923-0009. 0817-923-0009, 0817-923-0007 are the numbers for you to call. There is also those people who are responding to the speech, which would call the officially last broadcast of President Buhari, and some comment that he made in that broadcast as well that has caused people to look at the past years. And if you just oppose that with the fact that we still have the APC in power, what would you be expected? Let's go on to the phone lines now. Please just go straight to your name and where you're calling from, and then talk to us. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, it's me, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Letambari Sunday. I'm calling from Bury.
Go on.
Yeah, let me look at the story in of Sim Cobra, River State, and his antecedents. The way I look at him from onset, because I've not heard him speak in any occasion, neither hearing him on radio coming to address people or facing any interview of any kind. And it is difficult for me to actually assess him or tell people what I know about him, and to say it all, that in this coming administration which is about taking over, that this is what he has promised Rivers people, apart from consolidation he keeps saying, which I see that it was the reason for the failure of the past government that is about to go out. And let me just put it to you, Jimmy, that Sim has not addressed Rivers people in any forum. Rivers people to actually have trust in his administration. It is, but if you can look at what Tinubu has been doing, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu from his legacy, from his interaction, from his opinion, he has also put in while addressing people in several fora. It has made Nigerians to actually believe that this man is like he has something to offer. He has made several promises, and with his legacy, I can clearly say that he has something to offer Nigerians.
All right, Letambari, thank you very much. So from what you've said, you basically don't have any high hopes for the incoming governor-elect, but for the president-elect, you're very positive that he will do a lot of transformation. Well, time will tell. Let's go for a short commercial. The conversation continues when we return. Stay tuned. are we expecting a new federal and state government administration at the federal level? Shiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be president before the day runs out, and similarly, Fubara should be governor of Rivers State before today runs out. And we're asking you of your expectations. We'll be trying to get in touch with our correspondent at the Eagle Square in Abuja to get updates as to how events are panning out and what the plans are looking like. We've gotten reports that guests are already at their hotels, and we have security arrangements at the venue still setting up. We have some party members and Nigerians and political leaders already at the venue. The media is also very much present. All of the details will be coming your way in the course of our conversation this morning, but then we'll go straight back to the phone lines and hear from you what your expectations are at the federal and at the state level. Nigeria Info, good morning. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
I'm Ezekiel.
Okay, Ezekiel, go on, talk to us.
Yes, indeed, I have very high hopes for our governor-elect. He's the type that we call silent achiever, because he has been in government all the time. He knows what the government has been doing, and he knows their strategies. He has his own special strategies, and I know that he's going to embark on human capital development seriously, to the pleasure of everybody. And though he may not have been talking to the public, but silent achievers don't talk so much, or they will do what they will do. So I have very high hopes in him. Indeed, I should have been at the inauguration center, but circumstances beyond my control have prevented me from being there to congratulate him. I congratulate him, and I pray that the Lord will give him all the strength, the wisdom, and good health to perform excellently. I also have hopes from the president-elect. From what I have been hearing about him, though I don't know him personally, I believe he's going to perform so that all Nigerians will be satisfied, both Muslims and Christians. He will do what God wants him to do. Let us all believe that God has brought him to do something better for this country. Congratulations to all of them.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you
for your contribution there. All right, we'll still be taking your calls. Don't forget that we are streaming live on Facebook and on Twitter as well, so you can join in on the conversation there. On Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On Twitter, it is Nigeria Info PH. Let's try to get in touch now with our guest, who is in Abuja at the Eagle Square, our correspondent, to give us update as to the event happening there at the moment. We're having slight issues with the connections. Maybe it has to do with the condition of the weather at the moment, but we're still trying to get in touch. As soon as we establish contact, we'll give you the necessary details. In the meantime, let's go back to the phone lines and hear from you. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning, FM.
You're welcome. Your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Chief Comrade I am Brave.
Right, go ahead.
Yes, FCME. As of the incoming governor, I've not heard him saying anything, and I don't think there is any promise he has for Rivers people. He only says he's going to step up on the antecedent of the governor of Rivers State, yes, on Wiki. And for me, the governor should be able to look at the Muslim refinery and also the power sector of the state, and the skill acquisition of the youth, and also give them scholarship where necessary, both tertiary and secondary. And also look at the refinery, as River State can build refinery, and also think in that direction. And also look at this Songhai farm. banana plantation, and other industries that have gone moribund. Revive it so that our youth can be employed. And also look at the demonstration school teachers that the governor refused to look at the court judgment. Let him look at that court judgment and implement it. And also bring out the case of arrest SDA in River State with the River State government. And also bring out the River State Road Management Authority with the state government in the appeal court. And address the pensioners, their matter.
Okay.
And also the promotion that the governor of River State, yes, Wike, the outgoing governor, refused the promotion of the River State workers, which he deceived them. He said he's going to implement it before going. And right now, as I speak with you, there is no implementation. None of them has received promotion letter. So I'm appealing to the incoming administration.
All right, thank you very much, Briggs.
To quickly swing into action.
Thank you, but we have to interrupt there. I think you made your point quite known. For those people who might not know the governor-elect, let me just give a quick background. Amaopu Senibo Siminalaye Fubara Sim, many people would like to call him, was the former accountant general. It was from December 2020 till May 2022. He's from Opobo town in Opobo Nkoro local government area. He also, I think, his primary school was in Opobo. He also attended comprehensive secondary school. He has a master's. Studied accountancy at the State University. It's just also MSc 2013-2016 at this University of Port Harcourt. Started his career in 2003 as a principal accountant of director of finance and accountant at the State Government House in 2015, and then to position of permanent secretary in March, and of course before being appointed accountant general. So he's been a civil servant through and through, and for many civil servants, they're hopeful that, well, that might mean a change of story for the civil service in the state. Some other people still disagree with that thought and feel, well, that's not possible. As for the president-elect, we all know, former governor of Lagos, former senator, has been in the corridors of power for quite a long time. And because of that experience, a lot of people are expecting that he would deliver quite a lot. For many other people, they say, is he physically able to meet up with the demands of leading this country? We also have that question at the back of the minds of a few Nigerians. Well, his team and himself has said he's physically fit and ready to go from the very first day he's getting straight to work. What do you expect? Let us know. We're still trying to get in touch with trying to get established contact with our correspondent at the Eagle Square, but it's been quite difficult. I think for obvious reasons, communication around that area would not be as seamless and easy as possible, but we'll do the best that we can. As soon as we get contact, we are going to bring you updates. Okay, Mr. Phillips, thank you very much. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, so you're live, Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Tell us, what is the situation at the Eagle Square at the moment?
Well, as I speak with you, security is tight all around. All the paramilitary and the conventional security forces have mounted. If you are coming into the entrance, it's a bit rowdy. You know, it's still very early. I'm surprised that this is happening. The security guys seem not to, be able to control the crowd so far. I had a hell of a time, wading through the security check myself and Abayomi. But as I talk now, I'm inside the venue, and the network initially was a bit, problematic. We're thinking that they've jammed the network. Dignitaries are coming in. The police band, everybody is taking set. People are sitting at their various, stands. Early this morning, it rained. The weather is cool. There are barricades around Abuja. Initially, they had a military plane fly around,
Philip,
around the states.
what's the vibe in Abuja like at the moment? What would you, when you look at the people, how are they responding? What's their expectation like? Are people looking forward to the inauguration of the 7th democratically elected president? What is the feeling like in Abuja at the moment with regards to this inauguration?
Well, people are passive. They're like, let's just watch and see what will turn out, because the election or the declaration is still being contested in court. Nobody really knows what will come out, but the inauguration must hold because the Constitution abhors a vacuum. So if you go around town, the Eagle Square is where the main event is happening. There's light here in and around the Eagle Square. Around town, people are just going about normal business.
In other words, you're saying the excitement around town is not like what many would expect.
No, there's no excitement. Why I say so is that, today is a public holiday, and where this event is holding is at the 3-armed zone, which is a very busy spot, which has the National Assembly, the judiciary, and then the Federal Secretariat, where workers, come in to work at the various secretariats. They are off duty today, except those that have business to do here at the Eagle Square. So people are just in their homes, minding their businesses. Before now, security personnel warn them not to come here if they don't have any business here. So that is how it is now. People are just, minding their business and going about there.
So at the moment, none of the dignitaries or invited guests have arrived at the venue still?
There are. As I talked to you, when I was coming in, the Ata of Igala was one of the traditional rulers I was able to spot. There are other ones at the VIP lounge. I can't really see them from where I am, but a lot of persons, a lot of guests, presidents, vice presidents, and leader of delegations from the United Nations, from African Union, from ECOWAS, and countries within Africa. Outside Africa, I know the UK sent a delegation, the US equality, same for, I think, Equatorial Guinea, and I think Canada, Australia,
all right,
and Europe.
Quickly, Mr. Phillips, before we let you go, any news as to whether we should expect the candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, or the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, at the venue of this inauguration today?
Please, from the bottom of my heart, they will come here.
We didn't get that. Please, can you repeat?
From the bottom of my heart, I doubt that the two candidates will be at this venue.
And so
I don't think they will be here. I don't think they will be here.
You've also not spotted members of the PDP or the Labour Party or any other political party?
Any member of here. It's just journalists, yes, military and paramilitary guys are here that are just here. No, I don't think anybody from the opposition political party will be here. But I think it's still a bit too early to say, so we just wait and see.
Okay.
The two major contenders of the election is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, but I doubt if any of them will be here.
All right, Philip, thank you very much. We'll keep in touch for more updates as they come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You heard from our guest, our correspondent, in Abuja at the Eagle Square. And, there you have it for the details. Guests arriving, no actual proof to tell whether or not we should see opposition political party members present at the venue. At the moment, high level of security. And yes, with the network situation is expected at events like this, fingers are pointing towards maybe as a jamming of the network around that area. And that's why it's quite difficult to establish communication. Let's get back to our phone lines. We'll also be getting in touch with our correspondent here, who would be at the venue for the swearing-in here in Port Harcourt, Emeka Otuka, in a matter of moments. As we try to establish contact with him, let's hear what your thoughts are. What are your expectations? Good morning, Nigerian.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yes, team. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead.
Yes, Andrew, on River State, you see the concern expressed by some sections of River indigenous about the identity of the governor-elect. I think those concerns are genuine. You see, River was actually asking this man to come and speak to them, and which he never did. You understand? Most of the campaign ground that PDP have gone to is only the outgoing governor who will talk from the beginning to the end. And there was a word he talked about with consolidation. And we are asking, come out and demystify how you intend to consolidate. That question has been ringing from the River people, and he never did. So for me, I see a question if really he was going to perform, because for me, I expect nothing less than the usual governance of the outgoing. That's what I'll be expecting, because the man will still be in charge. Because the current governor-elect has never demystified the area which he intends to tackle. So for me, on issue of traffic here, I think I expect not more than what he has been before. Then on federal, look, I will tell you, Andrew, we shouldn't expect anything from federal. You understand? Yes, because the man, the current president-elect, they have come out with whatever he intends to do. But I'm questioning political will. That's what I'm telling you. The political will to be able to put up what he has come up on ground, considering the history concerning the very man and the APCs. So we shouldn't expect anything. But I pray that I don't pray for him to fail. For me, I'm not expecting much. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Before I get on to some of the comments made by President Buhari, let's take this call first. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Andrew.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a real bright day. My name is Simeon. I'm calling from Delhi.
Okay, Simeon. Go ahead.
So, the long-expected new dispensation has done, and we are all very, very grateful for it. The Lord has done it, and we give the glory to Him. Really, we expect so much from our new governor, being a civil servant like us, and moreover, being a pensioner. The pensioners are full of hope that He is going to listen to us and pay us our gratuity and pension arrears. The youth too are full of hope that He's going to put smiles on their faces. The agrarian community in River State are also full of hope that He's going to revamp agriculture. If He can do this, then we are going to use the infrastructure that was laid in place by Governor. Am I going to say yes? Now we are going to use them well, because it takes a living man to climb the flyovers. It takes a living man to drive the car. It takes a living man to drive the boat. So let him listen to us and develop the human being. That is what we really expect from him. Pensioners really are dying. He should lay emphasis on that and wipe all the backlog of debt and make these old people who have served for 35 years, including me, put smile on our faces. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead. We lost that call. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning to you.
So Tony calling from Choba.
Okay, so Tony, go ahead.
Yes, a governor who will be with us for the next 8 years, or 4 years to be precise. And people want him to be shouting, to come out and be talking. We should allow this man to be inaugurated and then let him take his time to come out with his agenda for us. As for me, I am expecting so much from him. He will do well. Tim is a civil servant like myself, so I want to pray for him that as he comes in, as he steps into office, let God guide him. Let God. That should be the prayers of we Rivers men and women as people who are law-abiding. I want to thank the outgoing governor who has admonished him, who has advised him, who has told him what to do. I heard it from your news this morning. He has told him, people want this man to fail, which he will not fail. He will not fail at all. The outgoing governor has told him what to do. And I'm sure God in heaven has also told him what to do. So whatsoever downfall that people are praying for him, or let him be shouting, let him be talking, all those things are things that people want the downfall of this man, which he will not. So my prayer for him that God will lead him well, God will guide him, and then things will come good for us here in Rivers State.
All right, thank you very much. Very positive and hopeful. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Hello, Nigeria Info, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Susie. I'm calling from my community.
All right, Susie, straight to the point, please. We don't have a lot of time.
I think Tim will do more because if you look at his blueprint, he has already itemized 37 pages of his effective governance, sectoral focuses, and all of that. And one area that suits me in chapter 1 of it, a particular paragraph that talks about reforming and empowering the position of civil service in Rivers State. This is one area that people has always criticized, even the last administration, the president's administration that's going to be ending of today. So if anybody wants him to be a sophistry, I believe that the theory of development as put in place as in that particular document that I'm holding now, for those who are having doubts, the last caller said, I do not expect him to be acting or to behave like Wiki. I do not even expect the FME to behave like Susie. So it is only those who believe that losing election and then brood in bitterness that will begin to think that, and Andrew, that will be a dual perspective is your question. Me as a Rivers person, if I'm expecting something from the governor, what should the governor also expect from me? As a person for Rivers State, I'm also doing my own thing. Nigeria Info is doing their own thing to make sure that they aid the government of Rivers State that is coming in today. So what do I person the people? So if we're expecting that the governor that is coming in should do everything, and then I will begin to act otherwise in the state. Maybe as a youth, the governor is bringing security measures to Rivers State, and then I'm joining courtism, killing people in my community. It is actually unfortunate. So we too should be able to offer something to the governor. They say they've not had anything from the governor, but they have had him spoke on certain issues.
All right, thank you very much.
Tim said he was going to use
Thank you. You made your point. Let's get on to our correspondent to Emeka Otuka and find out details about what's happening at the venue for the inauguration here in River State. Hello, Emeka Otuka. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
All right, what's the situation like? Where are you at the moment and what's happening? We have very limited time.
Yes, I'm at the Yakubu One Studio, venue for the inauguration of the incoming administration of King Ubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu. At the stadium right now, we have the common track looking into the stadium, and it's raining briefly here. At the entrance of the stadium, we have the security of safety detail and the controlling traffic. Although I thought there would have been heavy traffic as we were coming, due to the presence of security of safety. The traffic is a little bit being controlled. The traffic is being controlled.
Okay.
But I've not walked inside to know what the situation actually is inside. And I also observed that some students are using today's inauguration to make their business. Some of them are out here with their tents, selling and all of that. So I think with the crowd here, there's going to be a heavy patronage for them.
Any idea as to whether guests have arrived or any guests arriving, whether political party members, opposition political party members?
Yes, that is why these people, political parties and their supporters are done with different colorful dresses. They are like, I think most of the groups.
Any members of the SDP or APC? Hello? Any members of the SDP or APC present?
Yes, that I cannot identify for now. I can't confirm that for you now until I go inside to see what the situation is. For the people I'm seeing here,
all right, Emeka Otuka, let's go for a short commercial now. Thank you very much. We'll keep in touch to get details. Nigeria Info, the conversation continues. Let's take some of the messages we have on Facebook. Precious Preshi Onisoya says, "I don't have expectations for the new president. He just may not perform worse than his predecessor because of his experience in democratic governance." Ademola Afolabi says, "Nigerians' expectations are so high. My expectations is very high. But to crown it all, congratulations to Nigerians." Andrew Chia says, "My expectations from the incoming government, drastic changes in all sectors that will make the country function Saturday Akban on Facebook says, good morning, no expectations, but preparing myself to meet up with the challenges government and at the state and federal levels will bring. Barango says no one can solve all the problems and difficulties of life. However, with focus and proper planning, a lot can get better. Simon Kenneth says, if you need peace, don't expect anything from the incoming government. Kenny Uzo Buife says, my expectations are very low. It is the same crop of people. Valentine Christian says, if you have high expectations on the Nigerian government, you will, at the end of high BP. And Nehe Shuaib says, my expectations are very high because citizens have passed through a lot. This one says, Johnson is sure JP, the same cycle of leaders. The messages on Facebook goes on and on, quite a lot of them. On WhatsApp, this one says, the new governor should set up machinery to monitor civil servants and to make them do their work for which they are being employed. Eric Chooks, you sent that message in. Another person says, good morning, Andrew. I pray Sim should disappoint the governor of Rivers State and work for Rivers people. Fatoya Bariken. I don't know what you mean by that. Talking about people's expectations, Bola Tinubu, humanly speaking, it feels woeful. Many have expressed their lack of confidence over the Rivers State governor-elect because of his interview involvement so far. Quite a very long message. D from PH. Very, very long. I can't take all of it. Apologies. One more message on WhatsApp. Congrats to Sim and Ahmed Bola Tinubu. For those civil servants and expecting much from the Sim government because he's a civil servant. Wasn't the outgoing deputy governor a retired civil servant? Isn't she a pensioner? Michael from Okrika asking that question. Ifemi Andrew is my name. That comes up next after the news at 9. Good morning.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria FM.
And now, we bring you news from around